Hey guys, welcome back. We were doing illustration number 2 and chapter with which we are related with is cash book. Illustration number 2, and in part A what we have done, we have completed all the journal entries present in our question. Transactions were given in the question. Look at this question. There were transactions in raw form given in the book, and we have converted all these journal entries, all these transactions into journal entries. Now, what was our second step? We will pick these journal entries and will post in our cash book, with which we will be able to get usable information. And what usable information we are related with? Hopefully, you know that we can calculate our cash in hand and we can calculate our bank balance with the help of this cash book. For this procedure is very same. We are related with discount cash at bank on debit side, and we are related with discount cash and bank on credit side. In these journal entries we will pick these elements, discount cash and bank, and we'll see if they are on debit side. We'll post on the same side of cash book. If cash, bank and discount are written in debit side of the journal, we will post in debit side of the ledger or cash book. Rule is similar and simple. Debit do debit, credit do credit. If these three elements are debit, we will post on debit side. If these elements are credit, we will post on credit side. Like we have first entry where there are two elements, cash and capital, but only cash is associated with the cash book. Why? Because we have already selected that only three ledgers will be entered in the cash book. So cash is debit over here. Second step is what? We will pick this cash and will post in our cash book. If cash is debit, we will go to the debit side of cash and will post 3000 over here. All right. And now you will see the reference. How you will write the reference? Wherever cash you have picked, that is entry number 1A, you will see what is written on the opposite side of the cash book. Opposite side we have seen is written capital. So what you will do? You will write reference capital in particular column. Now see its date, which is 1A. So you will post 1A in date column. This way entry 1 is completely posted. Why? Because there was only one element which was needed to be posted, cash, and now cash has been posted. 1A is completed. Mark it as it has been done. What we are doing this, or why we are doing this, marking an entry after completion? There are two fears. When you have these many entries, so many entries, journal entries are present in our question, what can be possibly happen? One entry can be posted twice, and second fear is any entry can be skipped easily. When number of entries are large, so fear of skipping entry or fear of doubling the entry is possible. When you will mark any entry after its completion, it means it won't be repeated again. So fear of repetition is ended. And since we have marked that entry is properly posted, so there will not be any question of skipping. So this could be helpful for you in the exam as well. When you will post one entry, mark it. One A entry has been completed. Now we are at 1B, where there are two elements and both elements are associated with your cash book. So step by step we will go. First step is to see bank. Bank is debited with 2000. We will go to the debit side of bank and we'll write 2000 over here. Now it's time to see the reference. Reference is what is written on opposite side of bank? It is to cash. So you will write to cash in particulars column. Now see the date, which is 1B. So we are posting 1B in date column. In this way, half part of this entry has been completed. Bank was needed to be debited and we have posted it on debit side 2000. Now second portion is cash, which is credited by 2000. We will go to the credit side in cash column and we'll write 2000. Now see its reference. What is written opposite side of cash? It is bank. You will write here bank. But at this stage, you will write an additional word beside this, that is by. Whatever you will write on credit side in particular column, you will use by as coefficient of any sentence. Whatever you are writing over here, you will use the word by. beside the original word, original reference. Now see its date, which is 1B. So you will post 1B over here. Second entry was having two elements. Bank was debit 2000 and cash was credit by 2000. Both elements have been posted. 1B is completed. Mark it as it has been done. Okay, now we are at entry number 2, where there are three elements, but we are associated with only two elements, which is bank and discount. So step by step we will complete. First step is to see bank. Bank is created by 346. We will go to the bank side and we'll write the amount, which is 346, but decimals are also present, which is 875. 346.875 amount has been written. Now see its reference. Opposite side of bank you will see, and Qasim is written over there. You will write by Qasim here, and now see the date, which is 2. So you will mention date on date column. In this entry, there were two elements. One element has been posted. Second element is discount, which is written on credit side. You will go to the credit side and will write 28. This is your credit side. And you may write in next line. But kindly give your attention. Discount reference is Qasim and discount date is also 2. Dates and reference is same. So you may write discount in the same line, which is 28 point. There was 28.125. So you will write 125 over here. So what I was saying, you may write, you were having an option to write 28.125 in the next line to separate it. But reference of 346 and 28.125, both reference was same, that was Qasim. Both date was same, that was 2. So you may choose single line for posting of discount and cash at the same time. Second entry was having two elements, bank and discount. Both have been posted in the cash book. That means 2 is completed. Mark it as it has been done. Now we are at entry number 3, where there are two elements, but we are associated with only one element, which is cash, and cash is created by 346. We will go to the cash column and we'll write 346. Something is also present in decimal and it's 875. So you will write 875 after decimal. Let's make little adjustment for larger amount. Okay, you have written 346. Now see its reference. What is written on opposite side of cash? That is purchase. So you will write purchase over here with an additional word of buy. Reference is completed. See the date, which is 3. So you will put 3 in date column. This way, entry number 3 was having only one option to be posted, that was cash, and we have posted. Entry 3 completed. Mark it as it has been done. Now we are at entry number 4.1. Since there were several entries within single date 444, that is why we have mentioned different references. First is 4A1, where there are two elements, cash and sales, but we are associated with only one element, which is cash. Cash is being debited 400. We will choose debit side of the cash and we'll write 400 on debit column of cash book of cash. Now see the reference. What is written on opposite side? That is 2 sales. So you will write 2 sales in particular as a reference and see its date, which is 4A1. So you will be writing over here 4A1. 4A1 was having only one element to be posted. We have posted. Entry completed. Mark it as it has been done. Now we are at 4A2, where there are two elements and both elements are associated with the cash book. So we will go step by step. First step is to see bank. Bank is debited by 300. Bank is debited by 300. So we will go to the debit side of the bank. We'll write 300 on debit column of cash book. Now see its reference. What is written on opposite side of bank? That is cash. So you will be writing 2 cash over here. And last step is to see the date, which is 4A2. So you will mention 4A2 2 over here. In 4A2, there were two elements. First was bank, and we have debited 300 into the bank account. Why I have written 200? 4A2 bank debit 300. The amount was 300. Thankfully, we have found out at the spot. Otherwise, it was very difficult to find where the amount has been written wrong. So it is very common or natural error. Even if the teacher is doing or the student is doing, it is possible that some amounts can be misprinted, some amount can be written in the wrong way, or digits can be altered. But matter is, how do you control it, how your eyesight works well. So here we have taken that error instantly, we have rectified it, and we have saved the time. Okay, now we were on 4A2. 4A2 was having two elements, bank and cash, and we have posted 300 on debit side. Now second element is cash, which is credited 300. We will go to the credit side of cash and we'll write 300 on cash column. Now see its reference, which is bank. Bank is written on opposite side of cash, so we will use bank as reference. So here you will use bank, but beside a new word or beside an additional word of buy, you will write bank. Reference is completed. Now you see its date, which is 4A2. You will write over here 4A2. Date is completed. This 4A2 was having two elements, and both elements are posted on debit side of the bank 300, and on credit side of the cash 300. Entry has been completed. I had just observed again. 4A2 has been completed. Mark it as it has been done. Now next entry is 4B, where there are three elements, but we are associated with only two elements, bank and discount. We will do step by step. First step is to see bank. Bank is debited by 85.5. We will go to the debit side of the bank and will write 85.5. Now see its reference. What is written opposite side of the bank? That is Smith. So you will be writing to Smith. I think it's R Smith, so we should write exact name R Smith. Now see its reference, its date, that is 4B. Put 4B in date column. Okay, in this way 4B half completed, because we were related with two elements. Bank has been posted. Now discount is debited by 4.5. Now please try to understand, reference of bank and reference of discount is Smith. Reference is same, date is also same, so you can write in the same line. 4.5 discount allowed, you will write in the same line. Reason is what? Reference of both 85 and 4.5, reference is same, date is same, so you can choose the same line for discount and cash. 4B was having two elements, both elements have been posted. It means 4B completed. Mark it as it has been done. And now we are at 5A, where there are two elements, but only one element is associated with cash book, and that is bank. Bank is credited over here 250, so we will go to the credit side of the bank and will write amount, which is perhaps 250. Let me check again. Yes, 250. Now see its reference. What is written on opposite side of bank? That is wages. So you will write here wages as a reference in particular column with an additional word of buy. Now see what is its date. This is 5A. So you will put 5A in date column. 5A was having only one element to be posted, and that was bank. We have posted, entry completed, mark it as it has been done. And now we are at 5B, where there are two elements, but only one element is related with cash book, and that is cash, which is credited 190. So go to the credit side of the cash and write down 90. And now see the it's 190. Okay, 5B is 190. You will write 190 over here. See the reference. What is written on opposite side of cash? This is office safe. So you will write buy office safe over here. See its date, which is 5B. So you will be putting 5B in date column. 5B was having only one element to be posted, that was cash, and we have posted. It means 5B completed. Mark it as it has been done. Now we are at 5C entry, where there are two elements but only one element is associated with cash book, that is cash. Cash is credited by 60 rupees. So go to the credit side of the cash and write 60 in cash column of credit side. See its reference. What is written on opposite side of cash? That is drawings. So you will write buy drawings in particular column. And now see its date, which is 5C. So you will put over here 5C the date, and here y was missing. Okay, let's write y. Drawings is completed. 5C was having two elements but only one element was supposed to be posted, and we have posted to cash on credit side. Mark it as it has been done. So now you can see we were having so many journal entries, and all entries are marked green. It means all entries have been posted in ledger. So our second step has been completed, and there is third step, very important, to balance our cash book. All right guys, it's time for an understanding why we are making cash book. It is very important. We were saying that a raw language is being used for providing you the transactions which an organization is doing. You can see it's just an English paragraph. It is very hard to conclude or to have any information from this raw data. What an accountant is responsible of, he will use those transactions which is written in very raw data form, and accountant will convert all of those transactions into a usable information, which was journal. And journal itself, no matter, is a useful information because we have arranged in proper manner debit side and credit side. But beside this, when you will use information available in journal and will post in cash book, there must be some usable information to be concluded with the help of cash book. And what is that information? We can calculate cash in hand. It's very simple to understand. Please give attention. What we will do, we will sum up all amounts present on cash book. It is total amount of cash received. Debit side of the cash is showing cash received. And same we will do, total sum of credit side is showing how much cash we have paid. Debit side showing cash received, credit side showing cash paid. So if we will calculate the difference of sum of these two columns, what we will get? We will have cash in hand. This is practically what we are going to do. First step is what? You will see what is sum of all the amounts present on debit side. I will take help from Excel, but what you will do, you will write 3400 or any amount present in the column. You will sum up all the amounts, and on calculator you will get the result. So total of debit side of cash is 3400. It means total cash received is 3400. Now go over here and calculate sum of all the amounts present on credit side. I am taking help from Excel and saying to sum what? All the amounts present on credit side, no matter less or more, but I have selected whole column. So here we have got the sum of the credit side 2896, and we have sum on debit side. This is cash received, this is cash paid. So if we will subtract cash paid from cash received, what we will get? The cash still in hand. Total cash received is 3000 and you have paid 2000. It means the balance is still in your hand, and that is the most usable information. If you want to manage your cash, if you want to manage your payments, this is the best way with which you can calculate your cash in hand. Now there is a proper method of doing this, but ultimately result is this: you will subtract what? You will subtract cash paid from cash received, you will get cash in hand. Okay, so now methodology of this calculation is what? You will go to the total of debit side of the cash and will write the larger amount. Larger amount is 3400. You have seen it. 20 is smaller, 34 larger, and you will go to the total of credit side and you will again write the larger total, which is 3400. Here you can have your objection. Total of debit side was 3400 and you have written 3400. Total of credit side was 28 but we have written 3400. So I was saying there is technical way to calculate the cash in hand. Now what we have done, we have calculated total of both sides. Larger total we have written total of both sides, and now you will calculate the balance. How you will calculate the balance? From cash received you will subtract cash paid. Cash received was 3400 and now you are subtracting cash paid, which is 2896, and here you have calculated the balance. This is your balance, and when you will add all the amounts on credit side including this balance, you again will get the same 3400. So 503 is showing what? Answer of subtraction. What we have subtracted? Cash paid from cash received. So you will get balance, and this would be named as balance. Cash balance has been calculated. One who wants to understand, once again I am repeating the same step for the bank as well. First step is what? Total of debit side. So you will sum up all amounts present on debit side, but you will do it with the help of calculator. You will write all the amounts with sign plus, and then you will get the total, which is 2385. This is bank debit side total. What bank debit side is showing? How much amount is deposited. How much amount is deposited into the bank. Now go to the credit side of the bank and do the same step. Sum of all the amounts present on credit side of the bank. So what option I was having? I had taken help from Excel. This is total of credit side of the bank. This is total of debit side of the bank. Credit side of the bank is showing how much amount is drawn, and this debit side total is showing how much amount is deposited. So one person has deposited 2000 and drawn 500. So how you will get how much amount is still present in your bank account? You will subtract amount credited or amount of total of credit side from amount of total of debit side. You will get the balance. Credit side total is showing amount withdrawn. Debit side total is showing amount received or deposited. So you have subtracted amount withdrawn from amount deposited, and you will get the balance of bank. And technically what you will do, you will observe which amount is larger. Here debit side is 23, credit side is only 5. It means larger amount is 2385. You will go to the total of bank side, total of bank debit side, and you will write the larger total over here. And now you will go to the credit side of the bank, and at total you will write again the larger total. Here you will have an objection. The total which we have calculated credit side of the bank was 596. Okay, but you have written 2385. This is methodology of balancing. Larger total would be written on total of both sides of the bank. Now how would you calculate reference? This is debit side total, means showing how much amount has been deposited, and you will subtract this is your larger amount of total, and now you will subtract the amount which is drawn. Again, try to understand. I'm repeating it for so many times. This amount is total amount deposited and this amount is total amount drawn. The difference is what? The amount still present in your bank account. In this way, a very usable information we have concluded. First is cash still in hand, and second, amount still present in your bank account. You will name it as balance. Normally answers are given. This is your cash balance. Let's check it out. What is written in the book cash balance? Here you have your answer cash balance, which is 503.12, and our answer is 503.125. Okay, answer is correct. And second answer is bank balance. You will go to the bank and will see the balance. So here you have bank balance, which is 1788.6. 1788.6. Okay, Our answer is little bit more correct because we have three decimals and he is taking only one or two decimal. So we have 503 cash in hand and 1788 as cash at bank still present. This was our solution. We have made our journal entries, taken these journal entries and created cash book. One second, there is another matter. We have discount as well, and kindly note it, we do not balance discounts. We will just sum up. Here there is only one discount, that is 4.5. You will write the same amount in total of discount. And now go to the credit side, there is only one discount, that means discount received, which is 28.125. Write down over there. And discounts are not being balanced, just total amount we would be writing. So on debit side, total discount allowed was 4.5 and total discount received is 28.125. What we were doing before this discount, we were just viewing our question. This preview is so much important. At end of question, when you have completed the question, don't leave it immediately. Review it for few seconds and you will come to know if it is something deficient or something to be amended. And what happened? We have seen that we haven't calculated total of discount and we calculated. Mistake we have immediately gathered or captured. So our step number A has been completed, journal, and journal was posted in cash book. That means cash book is completed. We have referred our answer with, we have compared our answer with the answers given in the book. Answers are exactly correct and our answers are better than answers mentioned in the book with three decimals. In this way our question has been completed. We have done illustration number 2. In future we will meet again surely, inshallah, for the solution of any other question. Up till then, please take care of yourself and kindly pray for me as well. Thank you very much for your time. Allah Hafiz.